is 1 to 10. So makikita mo doon, balot 1 to 10. And then, ang intentionally na tiningnan lang ni ma'am, yung 9 at saka 10 lang. Hindi na niya tinouch yung 1 to 8.
Okay.
Kasi, as far as I know, alam niya na yung balota ko 9 at saka 10 lang. So, to my surprise, inuna namin yung 9. Bakit ko alam na 9? Kasi may nakalagay nga doon sa system, 9. Balot, nasa taas, center, balot, and then sa right side, upper right-hand portion, 9. To my surprise, tiningnan namin, Lao Fortune for mayor and the 12 councilors. So parang mas lumaki yung issue kasi 'di ba from the beginning sa resibo at saka sa quick screen walang discrepancy. Pero yung binalikan namin doon, to my surprise, akala ko number 10 lang yung problema. Pati number 9 nagkaroon na ng issue. So now, we proceed to number 10. Ganun pa rin, makikita mo sa center, the very upper part, balot, and then on the upper right-hand side, number 10. Tiningnan namin yung mayor, Lao Fortune. And then yung councilors is the 12 councilors of Bagong Butuan. So after that discovery, doon na nagkaroon ng commotion. Hindi commotion na nag-aaway. No. Kumbaga, challenge, ma'am. So there's a discrepancy. So ako kasi, sanay ako na if there is an issue, what is your action plan kaagad?
Write up mo kaagad.
Yes. So I asked, ma'am, what is your action plan? So ngayon, ang gusto niya is i-continue yung, kasi tapos na kami, di ba? I-continue yung pag-read ng resibo, i-count yun siya manually, ipiprint yung electronic returns. So yun ang gusto niya. Pero ang challenge ko, ma'am, there is a discrepancy na. So as far as I know, recently ko lang nalaman, no? On the spot, hindi ko alam. Pero recently ko lang nalaman when I saw a video on YouTube, PPCRV video, na isa pala sa procedure ng final testing and selling is if there is a discrepancy, okay, during the casting of votes and then pag hindi tumugma yung resibo doon sa naka-recorded sa electoral returns on the system, pwede mong i-contest. So maliban na i-document mo, according to the PPCRV video, hindi na kailangan ipagpatuloy pa yung final testing and sealing kasi may na-discover na discrepancy. Pero ang nangyari during that time, si ma'am, do I need to mention the name? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So the head of the BEI, Ma'am Vilma Calio, insisted, na no, we will continue. We will print the receipt, print the electoral returns, and then we will count manually para magtali. So para sa akin, as an IT specialist, no, it doesn't make sense na.
Yeah.
Kasi unang-una, yung resibo, i-match mo siya doon sa electoral returns na nakasave sa system, may discrepancy na nga eh. Oo.
Yes.
Kahit i-print mo pa yun, ito sa akin lang to ha. I am not giving you an idea na I'm 100% expert sa lahat ng no. I have also limitation. Pero sa akin, if there was a discrepancy found na, it doesn't make sense na kung i-continue. Kasi what we need to focus on is to fix the discrepancy.
Yeah,
kasi
kaya nga may testing and sealing eh.
Correct. And for me, as as our kumbaga nag-join doon para manood, hindi ko role na mag-take ng picture kung ano yung nakita kong discrepancy. No. Kasi there's a lot of people challenge me after this happened. Bakit hindi mo pinicturan? Bakit para may ebidensya ka para ganito ganyan? No. I was not there like a spy or being paid to do this and to do that to destroy the credibility of the COMELEC or whatever party. No. I was not there to do that. I was there just to witness because gusto ko malinis yung election natin. And I know COMELEC has the same objective and me na maging malinis yung election natin. So that is why they are invited people to join. So nagkataon
Yeah.
na nandoon ako. So ngayon, ganito. So para sa akin ha, it is the duties and responsibilities dapat ng Board of Electoral Inspector kung may nakita na observe na discrepancy. Since that is final testing and selling, it is their duties and responsibilities. Okay? I am not insisting that this is really their duties, but for me, in my own perspective, pananaw ko lang ha, trabaho nila na picturean kung may issue. Picturean nila yung electoral returns na nakasave sa system, picturean nila yung ballot, at saka yung resibo para
May
meron
report.
silang findings, report, isubmit nila sa boss, kung sino yung boss nila. Boss, during the final testing and sealing, meron kaming na-observe na discrepancy. And para yung boss nila maimbestigahan ng maayos, meron silang ma-present na evidence. Something like that.
So,
Pero hindi nangyari yun.
So, yung mga teachers pala, yung BEI, hindi nila ginawa yung part nila na sila na dapat ang mag-document yun. Pero dahil ikaw nga ay talagang gusto mo na clean and honest election, so dinocument mo. Ito na nga yung pinapakita natin kanina, di ba? So dinocument mo itong naranasan mong discrepancy.
Yes, I documented it real time. As in real time. Yung na-discover ko yun, di ba, nagsuggest ako sa kanila na we need to investigate. I challenged them. I even called the attention of their head, the principal, kasi para alam din niya. So ngayon, since yung tatlong teacher na yun, si Ma'am Vilma Calio, yung head, and I remember the other one by her last name, Kabuti, Ma'am Kabuti, and their principal, the third teacher, I didn't got her name.
Okay.
I didn't get her name, by the way, sorry. And the principal was named Jerry Laplana. So if I am not mistaken, let me check.
Yeah. So actually, ang nakarating sa atin na information, so ni-raise mo na nga ito, at siguro magpa-fast forward na ako, no, John Lee. So nabigyan ka ng show cause order, tama ba? Ano ba ang kwento dito sa show cause order nito na pinadala sa'yo? Because so of dahil dito sa insidente, dito sa incident report mo na pinorward mo sa kanila at pinorward mo, nakarating ba, di ba nakarating to sa COMELEC, sa National, sa Maynila?
I am not really sure kung nakarating sa kanila yung affidavit ko, no? I am not sure. But the show cause order was served to me 6 nangyari yun, 7, 8. Okay? So May 8, sinerve sa akin yung show cause order. Okay? So nung sinerve sa akin yung show cause order sa address na Purok 8, Barangay Santo Niño, wala ako doon kasi nasa Butuan ako, nag-process ako ng mga documents kasi nag-a-apply kasi ako ng water and electricity, something like that. So I'm doing a process. So ngayon, nung sinerve nila, wala ako doon. So ngayon, ang nangyari, hindi ko natanggap yun. So ngayon, kinabukasan, pumunta ako mismo sa COMELEC. Okay? And then, with a companion, Attorney Francis Altorino and Sir Ayan Garrido, they are my friends. Siyempre, nagpasama ako, no? Kasi I don't really know what will happen.
First time ba nangyari sa'yo to? Na mapadalan ka ng show cause order?
Well, first time, of course.
Okay.
So noon, pagdating ko doon sa office, mga around, tingnan ko muna yung oras, ha? Para hindi ako magkamali sa video. Oo.
Yeah, that's okay kasi para mapaliwanag natin sa ating mga kababayan. So hanggang tinitingnan mo yung oras dyan, sabi ni Carl Saj, I was the chairperson of the BI last May 12 elections. Sabi niya, if ever there were discrepancies, all this would be recorded in the minutes of final testing and sealing document. That's the only way, sabi niya, we can do. Alright. Tama naman. Pero sa case ni John Lee, nakita mo na John Lee, ay walang ganon, Carl Saj. Diba? Parang walang ganon, right? Hindi na ilagay sa minutes.
Oo. Yun nga kung hindi nila nailagay sa minutes, that is also questionable. Kasi, hindi lang naman ako ang nandoon Witness yung tatlong watcher ng other team at saka watcher ng Bagong Butuan. So, may commotion na nangyari doon and kung, I am not sure kung na-record nila sa minutes nila. Pero if I understood you earlier, hindi ba nila nalagay sa minutes or hindi nila na-record? Tama ba?
Well, ang sabi, are you referring doon sa nag-comment?
Oo, nag-comment.
No, nilalagay nila pag meron silang na-observe na ganon. Kumbaga, sinasabi ni Carl na as one of the VI, sabi niya, ginagawa nila, nire-record nila. Pero sa case mo nga, or talking sa case mo, hindi nga ginawa ng teacher. Kaya nga, di ba, you ended up na mag-file nitong affidavit na ito kasi nga, walang ginawa. I believe, walang ginawa yung mga electoral boards doon sa school kung saan ka nag-testing and sealing.
Parang gano'n na nga.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, going back dito sa show cause, show cause order mo.
9 yung date and then yung oras lang kasi I want to be accurate.
Okay, sure, go ahead. Yeah, no worries.
So ang 10:07 AM. 10:07 AM.
10:07 AM. Gusto ko lang sagutin yung may isa lang na nag-comment na magsasabi tapos na raw ang eleksyon, mag-move on na lang. So mali po 'yon. 'Di ba? Kaya nga nagka-leche-leche yung buhay natin diyan sa Pilipinas dahil pag dinadaya kayo, okay na lang kayo, move on agad. So mali 'yon. Okay, balik tayo, John Lee.
So now, the show cause order, I talked to one of their employee and she even did not disclose her name. I am not sure the reason, but as a government employee, you should disclose your name because that is a government office and that is one of your, one of your job. You need to introduce yourself. Okay? Hindi niya dinisclose for whatever reason and she told the three of us that the show cause order will no longer be served. And I even challenged that lady. Could you please tell me what is the reason why the show cause order will no longer be served? Sinabi lang niya, yun ang instruction ni attorney. And sino yung attorney? Basta yun lang yung attorney. So, wala talaga. And then, talagang I insisted, ma'am, can you give us the reason? And then, sinabi niya na tumawag daw yung National Comelec Office, Manila. Parang yun ang pagkasabi na hindi na ipa-serve yung show cause order. So yun, hindi na na-serve yung show cause order.
Well, based doon sa, ito lang naman ang assessment ko dyan. Since sinabi na galing sa Manila, yung order na wag nang i-serve sa'yo, so itong iyong affidavit ay nakarating, di ba? Nalaman nila. Di ba? So yun lang yung sa akin. So ngayon, so far, wala naman hindi na nila pinurso itong show cause na to kasi to me, intimidation ito di ba? Intimidation to sa'yo since ikaw first time mo lang na naka-experience ng ganito, kahit sino man ordinaryong tao, di ba? Pinadalhan ka ng parang legal paper or wow, ano to, ganyan. So dumating ka sa point na parang, di ba, nag-worry ka rin, bakit ka padadala ng show cause order? Where in fact, na pwedeng instead na solusyonan nga, sinabi mo kanina, yung problem na nakita during the testing and sealing, sa halip, ikaw pa pinadala ng show cause order. But good thing, umatras din sila. At least wala nang perwisyo sa'yo. Tama?
Well, Ma'am Claire, no, that's very well said. But for me, mas maganda sana kung tinuloy nila. Why? Kasi ang nangyari kasi, Ma'am Claire, ako yung na-fake news. Let me explain to that in detail, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
So, May 6, na-discover ko yung discrepancy, okay? And then, on the same day, as what I have told you, real time, I created the affidavit. And then, before nga ako nag-exit sa school, ito nangyari. So, yung tatlong teacher, convinced na sila, okay? Na there was not much. So, the receipt and what's saved on the system are not much. Convinced na yung tatlong teacher na talagang there's a discrepancy. And dumating yung principal nila, yung head nila, and then inexplain ng teacher doon sa affidavit ko, naka-state doon, even their head, the principal, also decided, sige, there's a discrepancy din, we need to call the COMELEC. Okay? Because yun ang parang magiging solusyon doon kasi kumbaga limited lang yung knowledge nila bakit may ganun discrepancy, parang hindi nila maipaliwanag. So since I challenged them, ang naging final resolution nila is we need to call the COMELEC. Okay? And then we also need to call a lawyer from both parties. So ang nangyari, umabot na lang ng hapon, walang dumating na taga COMELEC. So para sa akin, kung nakagawa ako ng affidavit real time.
Okay.
Na wala akong sahod doon, hindi ako binayaran, pero nagawa ko yung tungkulin ko as independent person to watch the final testing and selling. Kung nagawa ko yung role ko, gumawa ng affidavit, bakit hindi na-actionan kaagad ng COMELEC? Kasi nag-promise na yung teacher, yung yung principal na sige, we will call COMELEC para actionan. So, yun, hindi na pwedeng pabukasin pa yun. Kasi we discovered the discrepancy on that day, and then we are not dealing an ordinary machine. We are dealing a machine that can change the landscape of the government, that even impacting the future of our children, the next generation.
That's true.
So we need a solution immediately. Ang problema, nag-promise yung teacher, yung principal, na papuntahin yung COMELEC pero walang nangyari. Hindi dumating. So ang nangyari, ginawa ko na yung part ko I write my affidavit. Pinabasa ko kay ma'am before ako umalis. Ma'am, basahin mo muna. Ang ma'am na sinabi ko is si Ma'am Vilma Calio. Basahin mo muna, and then she commented, John, parang may kulang kasi parang ang comment niya is parang hindi ko daw nasali yung pinull out namin yung actual na balot. So parang yung naging comment niya. So instead na ibigay ko na sa kanila yung copy sana, pero since merong comment si ma'am na i-add ko yun, so hindi ko na ibigay. Pero real time akong gumawa Real time ko sanang i-submit yun. So siyempre, pag i-submit ko yun, wala din akong kopya. So kailangan ko pang ipotocopy, and sa isip ko, kailangan ko rin panotaryuhan. Kasi para maging solid ba, para maging I am not sure pero yun ang nasa isip ko na kailangan ko panotaryuhan.
I think yun yung tama, dinaan mo sa legal way, 'di ba, yung mga pag-document. So, kanina, before tayo mag-start, tama ba yung pagkakaintindi mo na parang ay na-address ng mga BI, ito yung mga teachers na ito, na ito ay random incident, tama ba?
Yes, that is correct. So, well, in that case, gusto kong mabasa yung manual mismo ng machine. Because I am not sure.
Tawagin kaya natin si Attorney Glenn Chong kasi tama ba yung sasabihin nila? Attorney Glenn? Tama ba? Attorney Glenn, you're live. So, yun na pinag-uusapan namin ni John Lee. Ayan, naikwento niya na. At least narinig na ating mga viewers. Yun nga. So, yung incident na pinipresent natin dito ay na-address na wala talagang ginawa yung, electoral board. So, at parang ina-address nila, it's just a random thing. What is your comment dyan sa ano yan?
Base doon sa Smartmatic na mga makina, Ate Claire, John Lee, mga kababayan, ang sabi ng COMELEC, kasi may photograph yan ng balota natin, di ba?
Ballot image.
Yung image, ng ballot image. No? So, merong ballot image yan. So, ang sabi ng COMELEC na hindi siya sequential. As the ballots are inserted in the machine, pag pinalunok mo na ng makina ang balota mo, sinisave yung picture, di ba? May ballot image.
Yes.
So hindi daw sequential yun, randomized daw yun. So I think that's what they mean doon sa explanation nila kay John Lee.
Okay.
It's an attempt to explain kasi nga Ang ibig nilang sabihin yung ballot number 9 and ballot number 10, hindi yun ang actual na balota ni John Lee. Kasi na-randomized yun. Na-randomized na. So, iba yun. But then, let me just, ito nga, mga kababayan, Ate Claire, I've been working on this for 15 years. No?
Yes.
So, marami na akong interaction sa COMELEC. I remember one time in 2013, nagbukas ng CF cards doon sa COMELEC, dito sa Intramuros. Sa baba kasi ng ballot image, meron yang file number, yung file name. So, kung sabi ng COMELEC randomized, so dapat magkaiba-iba ang number. 'Di ba? Magkaiba-iba ang number. Kasi randomized eh. May file name eh. Ang ballot image, may file name sa taas, may file name sa baba. O, hindi lang to. Ito yung ipapakita natin mamaya pagkatapos ng interview ni John Lee. So, may file name sa taas, may file name sa baba. Sana nag-print pala ako. Now, kung randomized, iba-iba ang number ng file names. Kasi may numbers siya eh. Numbered siya, pero iba-iba ang number. Now, nung nag-inspection kami doon sa COMELEC, nagbukas ng CF card. Pagbukas, hindi magkaiba ang numbers. Actually, sequential. File name, no. Precinct number, tapos 001, 002, 003, 004. Ganun ang ka-arrangement. So actually, pag hearing sa Senado, pinoint out ko yun. Tinumber ninyo yung CF cards. Kasi sabi nyo, randomized ang pag-save ng mga ballot images. Bakit itong pinapakita ko ngayon sa inyo, nagsunod-sunod na ang number? Randomized na. Ay hindi, sequential na. Ang sabi naman ng COMELEC, meron kaming program. Kaya naging sequential yan. Hindi talaga, in other words, mga kababayan, hindi talaga nawawala ng palusot ang COMELEC. Kapag nahuli ang kanilang dayaan at may ebidensya, mag-iimbento ng rason. In fact, after nitong interview ni Ate Claire kay John Lee, kami naman, pabulaan na natin yung 5.2 million na duplicated ERs. Mali. Nagsinungaling ang COMELEC sa inyo. Big time. Huli sila. Ipapakita namin yon. So stay tuned. So, ito ang ibig kong sabihin, Ate Claire, mga kababayan, ng John Lee. Huwag kang maniwala at huwag kayong maniwala sa mga paliwanag ng COMELEC. Dahil randomized if it suits them. Sequential if it suits them in another instance. Yun lang ang masasabi ko.
We'll continue our interview, Attorney Glenn Chong, with you later. Sige, i-ano ko na kay
backstage
John
muna ako.
Backstage ka muna. Okay, so John Lee, ayan, narinig mo galing kay Attorney Glenn, ano? So siguro ang gusto nating ipunto sa mga kababayan natin, dahil kanina nga may nag-comment na mag-move on na lang tayo para bang after mong ikaw, testigo, na kahit papaano, nakataya na rin yung ano mo, yung buhay mo, kredibilidad mo, dahil yun nga, sabi mo kanina, na sinasabi na parang ikaw yung na fake news. Gusto kong ibigyan ng ano yon, gusto ko i-highlight, bakit mo sinasabi na parang ikaw pa ngayon ang nag-fake news sa kabila ng, na-witness mo yung incident. Tama ba yung understanding ko doon, John Lee?
Yes, Ma'am Claire. Ganito kasi nangyari. So, May 6 yung final testing and selling, and then the following day, ang ginawa ng, di ba, on the same day, May 6, I requested to them na solve this problem, and then yung resolution nila is to call the COMELEC and then pupunta doon dapat. So ang nangyari, the following day, that was May 7. So as far as I know, parang pinull out nila yung machine doon sa precinct na yun, 240 Santo Niño, and then dinala nila sa city, sa COMELEC office mismo. And then around 3 or 4 or 5 p.m., 3 or 4 p.m., that was May 7, nag-live sila with the local media, and then yun, nag-manual count sila sa resibo, sa printed na electoral returns, and then iginiit nila na walang discrepancy. Tugma naman. Para sa akin, it doesn't make sense na yung following day nila na action plan. Why? Ano